Hi, folks. I'm Johnny Gilbert. We'll get to our game in a minute, but we just have a little business to take care of. Okay, so how many people are out there? We'll just add 2 computer players. Player 1, what's your name? From the Sony Pictures Studios, this is Jeopardy!
Put on your thinking caps, folks, because it's time for another game of Jeopardy! See if you're ready for these first-round categories.
Disneyland. Famous relatives. Word origins. Films of the 70s. The Elements. The Fifth.
All right, player 1, let's get going.
The CD in your CD player doesn't contain this element CD, but the batteries running it might.
Player 2. Exactly. You're off to a great start. Player 2, what?
This element that cycles between the atmosphere and soil is fixed by bacteria.
Player 2, what'll it...
A chatty person has the gift of this, a word derived from the Middle English for to scoff.
Player 2. That's it. All right, pick again.
The name of these noted cavalrymen of Russia comes from a Turkish word for adventurer.
Player 1. No, that's incorrect. There's a lot of game left, so hang in there. All right, pick again.
Of the Haunted Mansion, Jungle Cruise, or Swiss Family Treehouse, the one that's been at Disneyland since opening day.
Player 2. Correct. You're building up a big lead. All right, pick again.
Simba was the main attraction in the popular parade inspired by this film.
Player 1. Yes, indeed. Your choice, player 1.
Compounds featuring this element are used to treat the most common type of anemia.
Player one. Right you are. All right, pick again.
Holmium was named by Père Theodore Kleva for this, his hometown.
Anybody? Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
Noble gas, whose name is from the Greek word for sun.
Player two. Exactly. Player two, you choose.
The name of this room where you get sun is a Latin word for a terrace.
It's your turn, player two.
On Disneyland's 40th birthday, July 17, 1995, Randy Travis led a sing-along from the top of this alpine mountain.
Here is the correct response. Your choice, player two.
At the beginning of this film, George C. Scott addresses his troops in front of a huge American flag.
Player three. Why, yes. What will it be, player three?
Peggy Sue, That'll Be the Day, and other songs in this 1978 film were sung by its star, Gary Busey.
Player three. That's it, exactly. All right, pick again.
This 1979 nuclear disaster film, starring Jane Fonda and Michael Douglas, had no background music.
Player two. Yes, indeed. Player two, your turn.
This partner of David Brinkley was a descendant of John Adams and John Quincy Adams.
Player three. That's right. Contestant three, it's your turn.
The world's tallest building, the Glass Tower in San Francisco, is the setting for this 1974 disaster film.
Player three. You are correct. All right, pick again.
In a 1976 remake, this tidal beast plummets to his death from atop the World Trade Center.
Player one. Yes. Player one.
This French emperor died in exile on St. Helena, May 5, 1821.
Player two. Why, yes. Player two, it's your turn.
It ended December 5, 1933, after Utah ratified the 21st Amendment.
Player three. Yes, indeed. Your choice, player three.
This leading lady of the film Grease is the granddaughter of Nobel Prize-winning physicist Max Born.
Player one. That's correct.
All right, player one.
Orson Bean's great-grandmother and this silent president's mother were sisters.
All right, player one.
From the Latin word for shaggy or bristly, it's a synonym for hairy.
Anybody? Player two?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. This is a difficult board.
Anybody?
Here is the correct response.
Player one, your turn.
This word for cosmetic treatment of the fingernails comes in part from manus, Latin for hand.
Player one? You are correct.
All right, pick again.
This great female modern dancer and choreographer who died in 1991 was a direct descendant of Miles Standish.
Player three. That's correct.
Your choice, player three.
Having served a total of 8 years, 7 months, and 25 days, he resigned as British Prime Minister on April 5, 1955.
Player three. That's correct.
All right, pick again. Answer, early double. Player three, you have your wager, please.
Since the 4th was a Sunday, this 5th president was sworn in for his second term, March 5th, 1821.
Player three.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Sometimes you get a tough one. Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
He was in custody November 5th, 1605, after preparing to blow up the British Parliament.
Player two.
You are correct. You're not far back now. All right, contestant two.
A time capsule buried at this castle in 1995 will be opened on Disneyland's 80th anniversary in 2035.
Player three.
To be sure. Player three.
This comeback little Sheba playwright was said to be a distant relative of John Wilkes Booth.
Player three.
No, too bad. Here is the correct response.
And to finish the board,
The exciting ride named for this character is a perilous journey through the Temple of the Forbidden Eye.
Player two. Yes, indeed. Well, that brings us to the end of the first round.
Let's look at the total scores so far.
Okay, let's get on to the double Jeopardy round. Let's see if you like these categories in the double Jeopardy round.
the planets, world facts, weights and measure. Novels and novelists. Plays and playwrights. African history.
Player 3, you go first.
In the 1860s, John Hanning Speke concluded that Lake Victoria was the source of this river.
Here is the correct response. All right, player 3.
A defrocked minister turned tour guide is the leading character in his play, The Night of the Iguana.
Player 3. That's correct.
All right, pick again.
He was a writer for the Gary Moore Show when he began his first play, Come Blow Your Horn.
Player 2.
Why, yes. Player 2, what'll it...
Plutus is the latest extant play by this master of ancient Greek comedy who gave us The Birds.
Player 2.
Right you are. All right, pick again. Answer? Really double. Player 2, your wager, please.
The women in his play, Three Tall Women, are known by the letters A, B, and C, not by names.
Player 2.
That's it, exactly. All right, pick again.
Master Harold and the Boys was the first of this South African's plays to premiere in the U.S.
Player 3. Exactly.
Okay, player 3.
The name of Wagga Wagga, a city in this country, is an Aboriginal word meaning many crows.
Player 3.
To be sure. All right, pick again.
A statue of the young Queen Victoria graces the Library of Parliament in this capital of Canada.
Player 1. That's correct.
All right, player 1.
The great red spot on this planet is so large it could cover the Earth 3 times.
Player 1.
That's it, exactly. All right, pick again.
This closest planet to the Sun has the shortest orbit around it, 88 days.
Player 1.
That's it, exactly. All right, pick again.
In 1965, a panel of scientists asserted that it was entirely possible there is life on this planet.
Player 1.
That's it, exactly. All right, pick again. The answer is a video daily double. Player 1, please make your wager.
Pluto's name was chosen partly to honor this astronomer with the initials PL, who predicted its existence.
Take a look at your monitor.
Player one.
Good guess, but that's incorrect, unfortunately. Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
With a diameter of 25 miles, Cordelia is the smallest known moon of this planet. Titania is the largest.
Player one.
That is incorrect.
Player three.
That's it exactly. Player three.
Fanny Price falls in love with her cousin Edmund in this Pride and Prejudice author's Mansfield Park.
Player three. That's correct.
All right, pick again.
Emily Bronte's only novel. It was first published in 1847, a year before she died.
Player two. No, I'm sorry. Player three.
That's it. All right, pick again.
The title of this time machine author's 1909 novel, Tono Bungay, refers to a quack medicine.
Anyone?
All right, pick again.
Bad Man from Bodie was the British title of this ragtime author's first novel, Welcome to Hard Times.
Anybody? Player two.
That is incorrect.
Anybody?
All right, pick again.
It's the number of degrees in a circle.
Player one. You are correct.
Your choice, player one.
If a gallon of milk is too hard to handle, you can buy this many quarts. It's the same.
Player one.
Good guess, but that's wrong.
Player two.
Why, yes. Your choice, player two.
A hectare, a metric measure of area, is equal to 2.47 of these units.
Player three.
That's right.
Contestant three, it's your turn.
Oliver Goldsmith's novel, The Vicar of This Place, has been compared to a fairy tale.
Player two.
That's it exactly. Player two, what'll it...
Barometers often measure atmospheric pressure in these units, abbreviated MB.
Anybody?
Okay, player two.
A square foot contains this many square inches.
Player three.
You are correct. It's your turn, player.
Batumbang, the second largest urban area in this country, contains 10th century ruins of the Khmer Empire.
Player 2?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Anyone? Okay, player 3.
Latakia, which lies on this sea, is one of Syria's busiest ports.
Player 1? Oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong.
Player 3, what'll it be?
In 1870, a rich diamond field was found where this country's city of Kimberley now stands.
Player 3.
You'll find this capital of the Dominican Republic at the mouth of the Ozama River.
Player 2? Right you are.
All right, contestant 2.
In 1931, this emperor gave Ethiopia its first written constitution.
Player 2? That's right. All right, pick again.
In 1936, this 16-year-old succeeded his father Fuad I as king of Egypt.
Player 3. Why, yes.
And to finish the board,
On April 11, 1979, his dictatorial rule of Uganda was ended by exiles and Tanzanian forces.
Here is the correct response.
That's the end of Double Jeopardy.
Let's take a look at the scores.
Let's see what our category is for Final Jeopardy.
North America.
Player 2 and 3, get ready for Final Jeopardy. Sorry, Player 1, you have to sit this one out.
Player 2, your wager, please. Player 3, could we have your wager, please?
Let's see how everyone did.
Thanks, Johnny. Player 2, your question. No, I'm sorry. What's that going to cost you? Your question, Player 3. Oh, sorry, that's incorrect. Let's see how much it cost you. Here is the correct response.
Congratulations, Player 2. You're the Jeopardy champion.
Thanks for playing Jeopardy.